us now to introduce ourselves to our viewers and talk about her background in the education field is Dr. Dania Bazzi, the newly named Superintendent for the West Bloomfield School District. Dr. Bazzi, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
So, Dr. Bazzi, can you first give us a little bit of background on your experience working in the education system and how that brought you to the West Bloomfield School District?
So, I have a wide range of experience in the educational field. I didn't start out in the educational field. I was working as a project consultant at Ford Motor Company right out of college and enjoyed that, but knew that I would want to pursue, professional aspirations within the field of education. So I started my educational journey as a high school math teacher at John Glenn High School. That was a great job. I was able to serve the community that I went to school in. I did work for our rival high school within the district, but had a great experience. Obviously, I have a math background, so I then moved into a school data consultant role at Jackson ISD and had a great experience there. And missed, though, being close to students and at the district level, and worked as the director of teaching and learning in Hamilton Community Schools, which is just south of Holland. After that, my career then took me to my first superintendency, and I've served for the past 8 years as a superintendent in a couple of districts. My most recent tenure is at Ferndale Public Schools. It's been an amazing experience, and I never thought that I would be a superintendent growing up. I always thought that I would be a curriculum director, a teacher. So my career did take me on a little bit of twists and turns, but it's been an incredible experience, and I've worked with wonderful staff and students and communities, and really has been just the best experience.
And Dr. Bazzi, could you tell us a little bit about why you chose to apply for the superintendent position for the West Bloomfield School District?
Yeah, I appreciate the question very much because I love Ferndale. We've accomplished a great deal in the past 5 years as a team. When I saw the West Brookfield opportunity, I saw it as a great opportunity to kind of continue some of the great impact that we've been able to have collectively. It's an exciting and new challenge. I believe that within this role, I'll be able to continue to grow as a leader and hopefully be able to add value to the West Bloomfield School District and community as a whole. So I think that, at a certain point, there's new opportunities, new learning, new growth. And really the community in West Bloomfield was an ideal fit for me in terms of what their focus is and what their commitments to. There's a lot of parallels between the two districts.
And Dr. Bazzi, what type of characteristics, work habits do you hope to bring to the West Bloomfield School District? You talked about, bringing that growth that you've had in your previous position and bringing that to the West Bloomfield community. Are there any specific characteristics or leadership aspects that you hope to bring here?
So, one thing that's important is to continue the great work that's been taking place in West Bloomfield. There's been a strong commitment, to the 4 C's in terms of being a collaborator, a contributor, a communicator, a critical thinker, a creative problem solver. I think those are really important, that we continue to model those as educators, as community members, stakeholders, so that our students understand that these are really critical skills. They're essential skills as you move on from your secondary education. So I think we have to continue to do that. What I hope to bring is to create an environment where people feel empowered to take risks. It's really important that as individuals, we dream big for ourselves, but it's more important that we dream bigger for our students. So I want to create a collaborative culture where people are empowered to take risks and really dream big about what possibilities there are.
Dr. Bazzi, what were your thoughts? What was the first initial reaction when you heard that you were going to be the new superintendent for the West Bloomfield School District? What were the initial thoughts that were going through your head when you got the position?
I was humbled, and I was really humbled. It's a wonderful community. Like I said, if you would have asked me 20 years ago, would I be in this position? Uh, I probably wouldn't have said so. So I was excited about the future, excited about all the possibilities. I really feel that it's, these are the opportunities in life that you take a risk and you go for. We often, we often regret the things that we don't go after. So it was just pure excitement. I was really excited through all of the process of the interview process with all the stakeholder groups, including students, staff, community members, the Board of Education, administrators. I really felt I really had a great feeling, a great experience through that process. So at the end, to be offered the position, it just really cemented all the feelings that I had through the process.
And then is there one thing that you are most looking forward to in your new position, whether that is some of the programs that are here in the West Bloomfield School District, the faculty, the community, or getting out and seeing some of the events that we have here in West Bloomfield?
Well, I'm excited because everything about West Bloomfield is cutting edge. I can really see a commitment to academic excellence as well as the arts and athletics within the community. What I'm most excited about at this point is the district is embarking on the strategic planning process. To me, that is our opportunity as a team to come together to set the district vision and goals for the next, 3 to 5 years, so that we're all on the same page, working towards the same goals. And to be a part of that process, from the onset is exciting. I believe that's the strategic plan is vital to the success of the district. And I'm glad to see that all stakeholder groups will be represented through that process. And that will be able to, that will allow us to move forward together as a team with a common direction.
Well, Dr. Bazzi, it was a pleasure having you on the Splash Live today. We so appreciate you talking to us and introducing yourself to our community. Is there anything else that you want to share with us at this time?
No, I'm just excited to get started, and I do have an open door policy. After I start, my start date is July 1st. I look forward to connecting with the community and getting to know and being a part of the West Bloomfield community.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for taking time out of your morning and joining us today.
Thank you.